Social Science, Grade 3, Block 14, Types of Food by Teacher Shikha. The main idea of this lesson is to help students understand the importance of including food grains and pulses in our diet and the effect of common spices and sugar on food. Today we will focus on history of cultivation and how early humans were hunters gatherers and how they eventually began to grow food. Children will also think and visualize of uncooked rice and learn about the steps involved in the cultivation of rice in this lesson. At home, children will include samples of food grains and pulses that we eat and identify why it is important to include them in our diet. Finally, student will taste unsweetened things and sweet drinks and see how sugar adds sweetness to the taste of food. They will realize the importance of spices to add a variety of taste, smells and color to our food. Few practical examples children have to learn at home with the help of their parents and figure out the taste and difference of the food varieties. Grade 3 children, it would have been fun in doing this practical session in our traditional classroom teaching where we could have enjoyed giving you the taste bud of many varieties of food items. Children, I request please, after going through this lesson, after reading this lesson, understanding this lesson, please at home try few dishes and share your experience in the SST group. Thank you. I'm starting the lesson. Children, you have to think and discuss and tell me which is your favorite food item or dish. Where does the food we eat come? Also, think and imagine how did the early humans find food thousands of years ago? What did they eat? Children, early humans were hunters and gatherers. They moved from one place to another to look for food. They would have traveled long distances to hunt animals and collect parts of plants such as fruits, leaves, nuts, roots for food. Perhaps, children, the early humans would have noticed that plants grow out of the seed from fruits that fell on the ground. Then maybe they began to plant seeds in the soil and thus began the practice of cultivating or growing their own food. Children growing, learning to know how to grow your own food. So, when early humans started farming, they got most of their food, such as food grains, pulses, vegetables, etc., from their fields. If we did not know how to grow crops, we would probably be hunting animals for food or eating whatever we found in trees or forest. Types of food. People started growing crops thousands of years ago in India. We grow different types of crops, including spices. Indian food is known to have a rich variety of spices all over the world. Children, if you see our Indian crops are of very good quality. The farmers over here in India, they are very hardworking and they really work on the quality of crops. The history of cultivation. Cultivation means children growing something. Thousands of years ago, early humans were hunters and gatherers. Gatherers means people who collect things, and hunter, people who hunt animals for food. Before they started growing crops, They ate fruits, berries, and nuts, yummy, from trees, and the meat of animals. These hunter gatherers might have seen plants growing from seeds. Then they began to collect seeds and saw them. They usually chose river banks to grow crops on because they could use the water from the rivers for the plants. Once they found ways to grow crops, they got their food from different types of crops. Rice cultivation. Cultivation means what, children? Growing something. We grow different kinds of crops. Rice is one of them. Rice grows in places where there is a lot of rainfall. There are different stages in rice cultivation. Food grains and pulses. It is important to include fruit, grains, and pulses in our diet because they keep us healthy. Food grains. People eat different kind of food grains in our country, such as rice, wheat, maize, jawar, and bajra. Pulses. Beside food grain, people also eat different kinds of pulses. Some of the commonly eaten pulses are black grain, black gram, green gram, moong dal, tuar dal, and Bengal gram. Pulses are a good source of protein. We need proteins for our healthy body. Sugar and common spices. In our country, India, people use a variety of spices to make food tasty. Spices. Spices can be used whole or ground into paste or powder. Some of the spices that we commonly use are clove, cardamom, cinnamon, pepper, cumin seeds, mustard seeds, coriander seeds, and turmeric. We also use chilies of various kind in our food. Spices add a variety of taste to our food. Can you see the picture? Sugar. Do you like eating sweet payasam, kheer, halwa, or laddu that your mother or grandmother makes for you? How do you make it sweet, children? Do you have any idea? Are you fond of laddus, kheer, halwa, payasam? Sugar is used to make food sweet. It is also used to make tea and coffee taste sweet. Sugar is made from sugar cane. Farmers grow sugarcane in fields where there is plenty of water. Children, the lesson is being done, but the practical exercise which we would have done in traditional classroom, that has not happened. I want you to taste few things at home the way it the in a different way. Supposingly, if you are having tea with sugar, take one sip of tea without sugar and see and discuss it with me in our online session how tea tastes different without sugar. Same like you can try any other item as well. One more very important point, children: spices are sometimes used as home remedies for illness like common cold, cough, and toothache. You must have heard about many such examples in our day to day life. Look at the picture of the spices, children. Do you know the name of these spices? Please check with your mother. There is cinnamon stick, star anise, turmeric, small cardamom, big cardamom, cumin seeds, black pepper, fenugreek, bay leaves, saffron. So, these few things, if you know after looking at the picture how they are being called, that would be great. And these spices, if you add in your dishes, they give a different type of flavor to our food. The farmers, they work really hard. We have seen many farmers working around whenever we go somewhere from one city to another city. We see across the road, somewhere in the hills, in the farm fields, farmers are working. It is a very hardworking and uplifting thing to do. Children, please share your experience if in case you have noticed any. We'll talk more about this lesson as this is the yummiest and interesting lesson in our online sessions. Remedies means things that can cure a disease. So these spices are used for that. Take care of yourself and your near and dear ones. Children, have yummy food. Take care of your health. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.